It's kit unboxing day. Hey everyone, it's Cathy Zielske. Welcome back to my channel and my studio. Today I will be unboxing the latest card kit from Simon Says Stamp and making 5 cards for your viewing pleasure. We've got a lot to cover, so stick around. That video is coming up next. Commence the unboxing. Let me get everything out and prepared for your viewing pleasure. Here is the March 2025 card kit from Simon Says Stamp, and this is called Tweet Friend. First things first, a little green apple. We like mini charms. We'll put that there. Okay, what is this little thing? Oh, I may have to zoom in because apparently there's words. You are going to get 1 sample pack of Tim Holtz Ideology Typed Tags Metal Adornments. So there are 4 metal tags in here, and they all have little strings and cute little sayings on them. That's really cute. I mean, that's something that if you put on a card, someone could take it off the card and keep it. Oh, it's kind of fun. Cute, Tim. All right, zoom back out a little. You are going to get this lovely embossing folder. Let's take a look at what it actually looks like. This is called Drifting Flowers. Huh, that's funky. Big flower here, little flowers there. You could always go in that direction as well. It's really up to you with embossing because, you know, that's just what we do. All right, we'll put you there. You are going to get 1 die set. This is called Pretty Bows. This is brand new. Oh, and they are all detabbed. You don't have to cut them. That is wonderful. But how cute is that? A whole set of bows. I don't know if you've ever been looking to put like a little bow on a tag or just add a bow to any project. That's really cute. Smart design. I like it. I like that. All right, you are going to get 1 Simon Says Stamp Blue Violet A2 envelope, so just a nice basic envelope. You are going to get 6 double-sided sheets of Paper Rose Flower Shop printed paper. So let's take a look at what these look like. Oh, it's got a nice coating to it as well. Oh, that's pretty. So there we have a beautiful wreath. Oh, that's cute. Super cute. Little pieces that you can cut apart and turn into individual panels, or just that beautiful cool vintagey background. You are going to get that cute thing. Could make a card, right? Cute little pattern on the back. That's really cute too. Oh, that's pretty. That's funky. I should just show some. That little thing could all be cut apart as well, and then just a beautiful flower pattern on the back. That's really pretty. You know me, when I get pattern papers, I don't know what I have a thought. See, thoughts come, thoughts go. All right, let's put this over here. And let's take a look at this lovely glitter paper. You are going to get 1/2 sheet. So this is 5.5 by 8.5 of the Simon Says Stamp bubblegum glitter. That is beautiful. I'm sure I may have this somewhere, but maybe not. Ooh, I like that. I love glitter cardstock because it doesn't come off in your hands. All right, let's take a look at the namesake stamp set. This is called Tweet Friend. Well, let's take a look. Oh, that is very cute. So we've got some lovely little images and basic greetings like wishing you a happy birthday. Have a tweet terrific birthday. You make my heart sing. Missing you. Sing like no one is listening. That's really cute. What's up for your birthday? You are the tweetest. Friend, hugs, note. Look at how cute all these little images are. Little mailbox and twigs and birds and branches. And there are coordinating dies available for this, but they are not included in the set. So if you are a person who loves the coordinating dies, you will want to grab those. I do have them this month, so I'm kind of excited to be able to show you the potential of cutting things out. That is a really cute, look at the little bird bath, the little music signs. Music signs, they're called music notes. I know this. Okay. Oh, that's adorable. All right, I'm excited to play with this because the images are simple enough that even someone like me can probably have success coloring them. So very cute. Now, what else do we have here? Oh, there's 4 sheets? What is this? You are going to get 4 single-sided sheets of the Tim Holtz Ideology Confections Craft cardstock. That is really cool. Look at the beautiful colors. They're metallics, but they are craft essentially with a lovely coating. Huh, that's cool. All right, we got you. Oh, there's a lot to think about today. And then you are going to get a nice 2 sheets of this Neenah Classic Crest. Let's see here. Solar White in the 110 pound, which is my go-to cardstock for most things. So we have a lot of things to create with, and I am going to percolate and think and percolate, and I will be back with the first card coming up next. For card number 1, I got a little jump here, and I went ahead and stamped just 3 images from the stamp set using some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black. I'm going to leave these in for now because I may restamp them, but I'm going to grab some markers and color something very quickly. I will speed this up, and maybe I'll add a voiceover instead of music to talk about my fear of coloring. Shall we? Let's begin. True confessions time. Every time I go to color something, I act like I've never used markers before. And what I mean by that is when I choose colors, I don't really have it committed to memory that this is going to work well with this, or this is the one you want to use. It's always a crapshoot to me. That's how it feels. Not that I can't do it, not that I can't make it look presentable. For example, when I come up with one blossom, I am going to do all the blossoms exactly the same. So, it's how I do, right? Pick a couple of greens. I usually do like a little sample on a scrap piece of cardstock, and I figure, all right, that looks fine. The first leaf didn't look fantastic. See how it looks a little like divided in half? But what I figured out with the second leaf is go dark at the base only, then draw it out with the lighter marker. I chose one brown for the branch. By the way, is this a cherry blossom? It's kind of what it reminds me of. I don't know flowers either. Apparently, I don't know flowers or markers or birds because this is not a seagull, but I oftentimes gravitate towards just using warm grays because that is in my wheelhouse. If I use a warm gray, I'm pretty sure it's not going to look horrible, and so that's what I do. Very easy to do, right? So if you struggle, just get some warm grays. You'll do great. Little cheek, and there we go. Is this the fanciest coloring? No, but I'm going to go ahead and cut these out because, again, I do have the coordinating dies that are available for this card kit. Let me cut these out. Alrighty, let's see how we did. I never know until they come out, but this is a heck of a lot easier than fussy cutting. And so I have 3 little images for my card. Now to come up with a design that works. I'm bringing in my cropping panels, and if you don't know what these are, I'll be sure to put a link in the description to the blog post where you can download and print these little fun friends out yourself because they help when you are designing a panel. And what I think I'm going to do is actually, well, now you know what? I want more of that pretty blue. I'm going to stack my blooms. I'm going to have this little friend sitting on a branch. And then somehow I'm going to come up with a greeting. One of these greetings from the set. But see how cute this is? Like I can take my single piece of pattern paper. I can crop it with my 3 4 1/4 panel die. And that once I have this in place, I can be like, friend, I can say, what's up, friend? And that actually would be really cute because, birdies up and friends up. And then I could do friend, stamp that out also, and then just type the little "What's up?" or "Missing you." So let me get this stamped and cut. I think I'm just going to do it in white and black ink. I don't think I'm going to get fancy with it. And then I will be able to crop this and finish out the card. So this is the arrangement that I like. And I think what I'm going to do is grab my die, cut out my pattern paper. I'm going to try to save as much as I can, and then I'll just put it all together. So here I managed to shift it over just a little so that I have more of this panel. And I'm also using a wider foam tape. This is an Altenew tape, but it's wider because I just wanted this panel to have a lot of support. Loving all that space, and now all I have to do is figure out my placement again. So what's so cute about this, and you know what, I might take my pen and just get the very edge because I wasn't completely sure how much that would go. There we go. That looks good. And again, we'll just rearrange, get everything on here. I want my bird to be sitting right there on the branch, tweeting out some beautiful music. Oh my gosh, it's literally so cute. I think I've taken way too long on card number 1, but sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. I do want it to be, I don't want to do "Missing you." Well, I don't think I do. "Missing you, friend." I'm trying to make, oh, that's cute though. I don't want to trap too much space here. Well, not that I'm really trapping any. You're going to go there. And then I could put, again, these little notes here so we kind of fill in the space like that. Because it's probably better to say "Missing you, friend," right, than "Friend missing you," so that friend can be right in the center. And now for the assembly. I am using Connect Glue from Gina K Designs just to add all of these elements. And one thing with the die cuts is you want to make sure that you hold them in place, give that glue time to adhere, and you're golden. Now I will say having the dies for this stamp set really did change how I am using it today. If I had to do all this fussy cutting, I think I would have made different choices, but look at how cute that little bird looks sitting on that branch. I mean, come on. And then I popped that one flower up with a thin foam square just because I thought it added a little more interest to the design. We've got our little super greeting as opposed to sub greeting, and I'm lining that up with my ruler, and then I'll bring in the friend as well. There are so many ways to use this stamp set. I mean, this is just a few images, right? It's so simple, but again, having the panel of patterned paper cropped like this, it gives you such a great little grounding area within which to design. So I encourage you to get your crop on if you get this kit and make many cute things. And that is my finished card project, card number 1. I think I need to go take a nap, but I think this is a really cute way to use elements, bring in this nice grounding pattern paper base. I think this turned out great. All right, moving on. For the second card, I had to get a little jump on things. So I stamped, colored, and die cut this little friend, and this is basically using the same colors except a few in the R21s because I wanted to keep it very simple, but I thought, you don't need to see me color a mailbox, but it took me 45 minutes. Anyway, I'm exaggerating. I thought it would be really cute to take that bubblegum glitter cardstock, take one of the bows, and we could have a card that has a little bow on the mailbox for the birthday. And I kind of crappily die cut the birthday out, but I thought maybe like if the birthday was here and then I could just stamp on the panel the stamp that says "Have a Happy," which I believe, oh, "Wishing you a happy," right above that, and that could be my card. So this is my 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 panel. Let me get this arranged so I can just stamp this little greeting on top to make this sort of quick card. I've got my little craft tacky mat in here to hold my cardstock. And I'll just kind of sort this out a bit so that I know where I'm going to put it, because I think I'm going to allow this, you know what? I should be up a little more so I can really see this, but I might let my little mailbox come down just a little. So it's coming maybe off the, I don't know. Yes, right there. So the wood sticks down just a little bit. Then, right, we'll slide this over. We'll have the birthday here. And I want to make sure that is centered, right? Like that. Birthday's going to nestle right over the heart. And then I'll take this little sub greeting and put it right up top. So I think that's a really simple, cute design. Yeah, and stamp it. Well, it's going to stick to my fingers right onto the panel. So let's pretend like this is all well and good. I don't know if it has to be centered. I think that's going to be fine. Let's pick it up and make sure this stays in place. Just going to run my finger over that, and I will grab the same black ink. This is a really nice black ink for all manner of things. But I'm not going to press this really hard. I'm just going to say, drop it. And do it a couple of times so that I get a nice, crisp, super greeting as opposed to a sub greeting. Maybe one more time there for a nice inky, just a tap. All right, that looks great. Let me get some foam on the back of this panel so I can build up the rest of these elements on the card. I'm going to use Fog cardstock from my collection. I thought this nice warm gray would look nice with the warm gray markers that I colored my mailbox with. Plus, it's just a great all-purpose cardstock. All right, oh, did I get schmutz on there? Well, I may have. Oh, Cathy, let's see if we can get that off. I've got some ink that I wasn't planning on. All right, so we're going to pop this down. That is funny. Let's see if it'll come off. Ink. Well, you know what they say. Sometimes you get ink on things. That's just the way it's going to be. Oh, Cathy. Okay, so this is going to be here in this, like in the center. We are going to put our birthday right over. Oh, you know what? I am going to bring it over more because I would rather have birthday centered and bring my mailbox over a bit. Not centered completely though, because I want it to go right off the edge. So I'm going to position this first with some liquid glue. I don't know why I put it out there because that part is on the end. Oh, Cathy, you're, you know, whenever I get a little schmutz on something, I think it throws me off. But then I remember this is not about perfection. It is about ideas, right? And creativity and having fun. And I think card kits are so fun because I really do get to play and do things that maybe I wouldn't normally do. So I am going to say wishing you a happy birthday is going to go right here, but I want that off just a little. I want the swoop-de-doo of the Y to go all the way off. I'm going to put my heavy brick on here to let that adhere. And while I'm doing that, oh, you know what I could do too while I'm here? I do want to have just a little tiny foam square, like a little, just what I do. Oh, I've got one right there. I take a thin piece of the Simon thin foam squares. These are the small ones. I'm just going to put it right, there we go. I know I can do this. Oh, Cathy, I can barely see. I need those jeweler's glasses. I'm going to put it right there. So when I put it on the mailbox, it will have just a tiny bit of lift. So let's glue this directly down as well. Yeah. This is so cute. Now, granted, if I was not with dies here, I don't know if I would be attempting some of these designs because they're, you know, I mean, this is a little complicated, right? But I want to show you how cute the stamps are because they're adorable. This is so cute. Does the mailbox look straight? Yes, it does. Okay. And now I will just take my bow and put it right underneath, right where you would tie it. And now we have the cutest little glittery bow with that cardstock on there for birthday. You know what I could do And I wonder how it would look. Let me grab a pen from my stash, like it's a glossy, glittery pen. Hold tight. I'm going to try this first because it's been so long since I've used this pen, but this is one of those. Oh, this is Wink of Stella. This is so old. I don't know if this will work. Oh my goodness, look at that. It kind of makes it look the same. See the shine there? Oh, it's very light, but I think I'm going to do it because it's just a little extra something, and it just goes right on the heart, and that just adds the smallest amount of shine. I've had this pen for years, so if you want to know about staying power, Wink of Stella, you just impressed the heck out of me. All right, so now there's a little bit of that shine also on the heart, and that finishes card 2. I'm not going to put anything else on here, and I think I'll take a white gel pen and just go over where the schmutz is, because then, you know what? If I do, you might not notice it as much. Look at that. Color, 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 color. Yeah, that's what you do. All right, almost like it wasn't ever there. Moving on. For the third card, I cut a panel down of this Tim Holtz Craft cardstock metallic stuff, and I'm going to see what it looks like running it through this embossing folder, and I'm going to make it be a crop that looks right about like that. So that's the pattern. Now, to use these on an Anna Griffin Impress machine, which is what I do, clear plate, sometimes you can add the metal shim to it too, but oftentimes this is all I need to do to run it through. So let's go to the die cut cam. Please don't, oh, you can't see all the mess that's over here. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, we'll run it through. That is some crunchy goodness. I hope I had it set up correctly. And the survey says, oh my, look at that. I mean, that's just crazy. It's just like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's very shiny and it's very embossed. I have an idea to pull this into a card. I'm going to take the hugs here. I'm going to stamp it a couple times just so I have some options. But I'm going to emboss it with some silver powder and see what that looks like. We'll see. I don't know yet. I need embossing ink. Like that. I'm going to give it a couple coatings. Then I will pick this up, rotate it one time. Try not to handle it with my meaty hooks. And one. Oop, I just touched it. Well, we'll see how that works. Let me get my folded piece of paper so I can pour my powder on. Pop on my clothespin. And I'll add the silver powder. Things are going on. Card number 3, things start to go wonky. Oh, it's such a baby fine powder. All right, let's see. Yeah, looks pretty good. All right, I will funnel this back in, get my heat tool warmed up so I can melt the powder. Right, now I have a nice pair of shiny greetings. I'll die cut both of them, and whichever one looks best, I'm going to use that as I design the rest of the card. So here's my idea. I went ahead and cut out 4 more layers of this, so this could be really thick, as a greeting because it's going to have to be to stand out on this note card. But isn't that pretty just by itself? Then I was thinking, what if I tried to bring in the focus on the good and somehow like have it hanging off on the string? I don't know. I'm going to put this down first. And I think, I think I need to use liquid glue for this because it's got too many bumps. And I think that this craft cardstock can totally handle this. So we'll just come along the parts that can be stuck. And I like the big bloom at the bottom. Plus, it's kind of fun to do this with liquid glue because you can kind of move it until it looks exactly how you want it to look. And then I'm going to just hold this in place and let that glue adhere. I was thinking about incorporating this, but then I thought, you know what? This is really pretty by itself. So I'm going to add this and glue this on. I like how nice and thick it is. And then I'm just going to add some gems because here's the thing. This is a design that you could make so many, well, not so many, but as many as you have in the kit. You could use all the different colors and just make a whole box of cute little cards with that embossing pattern and just a simple stamped greeting that you stack up like this. I think this is just going to be lovely. So again, we're going to put it down here so it's right there, kind of grounded where that flower is. And I will put my heavy glass brick on because it's going to take a second to adhere. All right, and press. Then while that's doing that, I've got this set of pastel tones in the Positively Dazzling Gems. And I'm going to pick out the ones that are pale green. So one of the reasons I do like having this boop dish is for that very reason, that I can spread things out, find the ones that I want. I don't know if I want a big one yet, haven't decided. But see how nicely these colors are going to work with this cardstock, metallic. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a big one. I definitely want little ones. So let me get these all pulled out. They sort of blend in, but it's going to look really beautiful when the light catches them. So I'm going to put my little glue and boop. I'm putting some of these boop in the more flat areas. And that's just, lucky, happy accident. This is very heavy. Boop. There we go. This here. Boop. And boop. And that is card number 3. Again, you could make multiples. See how you get that little extra, it's so shiny. It's just, in person, this is really, really shiny and pretty. Plus it has all that beautiful texture on it. And you could do this in any of the colors from the kit using that embossing folder. So I love how that turned out. All right, moving on. For the next card, I went ahead and cut out a whole mess of bows. Now, this may look good or not, but I had an idea. I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to arrange these on this piece of white cardstock and see if I can get something cute. I will speed this up because this is going to be, I don't even know, but all these colors work together because they are analogous colors. When you have greens into blues into purples, they all are part of that cool side of the color wheel. So no matter what I do, at least I know the colors won't clash. I think I'll skip adding music today. I got a new voiceover microphone that's really easy to use because I can swivel it right in front of my face. That's exciting. Now here, you can do this with any die cut. The thing that connects them, number 1, they're all bows. But number 2, they all have the metallic shine. And I love the way this creates almost its own pattern paper with a little shine and dimension. You can do this with any repeating die cut shape, and it's just kind of a cool way to create a fun pattern for any card panel. All right, one more thing here. Now, this looks a bit like a hot mess. I think I'll just put something there. I like to try to have all the corners covered if possible, like this, okay? We got things bleeding off. That just means they extend past the edge. Now, something I have not used in a really long time, press and seal. Okay, I got way too much, but here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna gently, it picked up a little, go like that, so that I have these guys ready to go. Now I don't need this much press and seal. I just don't want to have to place them again, and I would rather not do it one at a time. So my press and seal has, well, it's probably seen its better days. But here, I just want to make sure that I have, oh yes I do, that's easier to see. All right, let's, can I cut this? Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Okay, there we go. All right. Thank you. I don't use my blade very often, but it's a nice one. So now I'll just pick these up, right? Yes. I have not used press and let's work in order. I haven't used press and seal in a really long time, and I feel very proud of myself right now that I'm doing it. So let me get this all on. You don't have to watch, and then I'll pop on the panel. Okay, I have glue on most of the places that I think I need it, and all I'm going to do is just, you know, like pop it down like this. I'm going to take an extra piece of paper here and just sort of do a little burnishing, right? Get that on there. Give it a second. We'll be able to cut off all the excess. Now that's what it's going to look like. I'm going to put this down here, and I think I'm going to just cut some off while I'm here so that I don't pull a ton off. I feel I have not done anything like this in such a long time. Oh my goodness. But see, you can do anything with die cuts. Really. I think this is going to be really cool because I think I'm going to use a panel die to really cut this and really make it pressed in, although I'm not sure yet. So let's go ahead now, and we can release the hounds because I think the glue has probably held it good enough. Yeah. This one might want to come off. Let's see. Come on now. Don't stick. Don't stick. Keep the glue. My press and seal is not in the best condition, but now I can go ahead and just get these off. Okay, so that's my little shiny panel of ribbons. Now to trim it down. I'm going to take my 3 3/4 inch die and just sort of figure out a crop that I like. And then this is going to get nicely sealed in to this panel. You can really, you know, however you want to do it, but I think that will look just fine. All right, I've got a shim in here too, the metal shim. Let's see how this looks. Now here's what's cool about running it through the die cut machine is it presses it into the cardstock. And so now, it's so hard to see how pretty that is because it looks like it's a little warped, but it gives it this completely different inlaid look. Oh, that's so fun. Okay, let me pop a greeting on and we'll finish out this card. I went ahead and popped this onto a lavender note card, and I popped these up with some thin foam squares. I just did wishing you a happy birthday and embossed in the same silver embossing powder. And now I think I'll just add a few more embellishments on. These are the prism, and the prism, oh my goodness, they're just like Kind of like a beautiful, dazzling gem that could just add the perfect amount of shine to this. I don't think it needs a ton of extra something, but you know what I might do? Do I want to have a big one on there? Sometimes I like to do 3 groups of 2. Maybe I'll do that today. Let's see what that looks like. Go there. Sometimes I don't want all the big one on there, and these are so pretty. They just have a beautiful sparkle. Actually, you know what? That one can just go right back where I had it in that nice little open space. Like that. Oh, just sent that one flying. Let's pick up another one. There we go. All right, I think I'm going to put these on. Oh, I have some glue on there. All right, let's add these. Getting a little carried away. All right, that happens at this point at card making or kit. I can't even speak. You know what I mean. Kit unboxings. They are a marathon, boop, of crafty goodness. Boop, but I try to keep them. I try to do some things off camera, boop, so that you can get on with your day. Boop. Come here. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll move it over a little more there. Boop, and bring that one just a little bit there. Boop. Yes. Look at that. So now my little bows basically look like they're inlaid. It's really cool how it flattens and presses them into the cardstock when you do that. I think that's a really fun idea for these bows. It's like take a die cut, make a random pattern, and you have a card. All right, let's move on to the final card. For the final card, I haven't given pattern paper from this kit enough love, so I went ahead and I did this Missing You and Friend, and I just used embossing powder that was gold, also known as gold embossing powder. See, at the end of these videos, I get loopy. And I've got my panels here because I want to show you something. This is why it's so nice to have these. I mean, again, you can use your dies to do this, but the nice thing about having your own printable little panel is you can really visualize what this card is going to look like. Now, check this out. If I were to crop right there in the center, that's a totally different look than coming out on one side, right? And using as much of the wreath as I can get, like, to fill the frame. So I'm torn because I think this is really pretty too, to kind of come up and over. I don't know. There's just so much you can do. So that's why I like these cropping panels, because now I could put that right in the center and Missing You Friend, just kind of set it off a little bit into the middle so that it's kind of juxtaposed with the friend. That could be really cute. So I'm going to get my 3" by 4 1/4 panel, cut that out, and then I'm also going to cut a shadow layer, I think, out of some more of this lovely Tim Holtz cardstock. So let me get those cut so we can arrange the final card. I went ahead and popped this onto a white note card with that pink metallic Tim Holtz paper from the kit as a tiny little layer around the edge. And now all I have to do is add the friend and Missing You, which again, I am going to have it be a little offset. So actually, if I put the friend down first, I'll know what I'm doing. One of the things that I really want to stress is that there is so much power in design, in how you choose to crop an image, especially your pattern papers, especially the papers that have less of a pattern and more of an image. And if you are like me, you probably have so many pattern papers that you really haven't done much with. You know what I mean? Because they sort of add up after a while. All right, I'm going to put that up a little higher because I want it to be there. And if you download my cropping panels and just start playing, you're going to see so many ways that you can take something like this and create something really interesting. And that's what I love, is that this gives you the opportunity, cropping that is, to really make something a little more dynamic, and that is pretty cool. It would have looked pretty all centered, but I think it is much more engaging. Whoop, come here. And as I said, dynamic, having this offset crop, it's a little more interesting. Now I'm just putting a little dab of glue here. I probably should have a foam square on there. Hold on here. And I'm getting glue all over myself, but see right there? Now, support can be beautiful for that little guy too. All right, pick you up. And after all of that, we're going to nestle friend basically in the center, but a nice little click in like that. This is such a simple design. Don't be afraid to make simple designs. You don't have to use all the things in the kit at once. You know, you can really just take a few things, make something simple. I'm looking for a very specific size in here, and I may have, oh no, there it is right there. I may have exhausted. I think I may just go along the wreath for something a little different for me. I know I have still a little one up here, but I need one more of the medium one. Well, it's the medium small. There it is. Okay. Oh, how cute is that? You know what? This actually might be an instance where I do an even number, because I think, and again, design rules are made to be broken, right? You don't always have to say, I'm only going to do 5, because I feel like that. No, you know what? You can do that, but I feel like it just threw it off from my eye. So I'm going back to my original gut. But you could have done that. You could have done it. Now we have this, and we can glue these on. Oh, I love the wide margin around this card. It makes it look like a picture frame. And boop. Just follow that circle that boop I'm imagining here in my mind. Oh, pick it up and boop. Yeah, that's really nice. Boop. And the last one is boop. Oh, I love how this turned out. It's so simple. So here we get a few of those little gold beads on there. That beautiful pattern paper cropped to make it interesting and engaging, and that finishes the cards for today. Let's take a look at all of them together. So here are the finished card projects for today. We went all with vertical or portrait orientation. I don't know, sometimes I just do it. And all of these cards have really wide margins today. I think I'm feeling the crop power these days, so that's why we did that. Let's take a closer look at each one and kind of go over some of the design aspects of each card. For card number 1, we have a lovely margin of white space. I have this nice cropped pattern that kind of fades from darker to lighter at the top. I repeated some elements here. We have a lot of black stamping only, and I love that. I also kept my coloring very simple, repeating the same colors on each bloom, and of course, keeping my bird really simple because I have no idea how to color birds if they're not gray. So I really like how this all holds together and it's all contained with just that little bit of a branch sticking out for a bit of surprise. Love how that turned out. Card 2 has, again, that nice open space margin and a lot of white space on the card itself. You don't have to fill a card in with color and ink blending. You really can keep something very simple like this. I think this is super cute, and I love the little what was that? Wink of Stella that I added to the heart. That pen still works after, literally, I think I bought it in 2017. And I used a little bit of that glitter paper and the bows, right? Kept my coloring, again, very simple. Little bits of repetition with the grays and the grays. Here we have black ink and black ink for the image. And it's just a really simple birthday card, but I think this turned out so cute. So the embossing folder on metallic type paper, I think this is such a cool look. So simple, tons of open space, but of course, the design is enhanced with texture. We have a little white in the background of hugs. The white note card creates a quick visual link, and we're going monochromatic with our gems and the same background color. For this birthday card, I just wanted to create my own pattern with die cuts. And if you have a die cut set that has any type of repeating style or imagery, try this where you just mix up your colors, make sure they all work together. And again, these are analogous colors. They are on the cool side of the color wheel, so they are going to work beautifully together. It looks like I created my own foil stamped pattern paper. I think that looks really cool. And again, a nice little bit of repetition by picking up the purple tones with the lavender card base. And our final card just features the beauty of the crop. I'm telling you, the cropping power. You know, you crop it and you are good to go. I actually really like this card too. It's a beautiful way to use pattern paper in an interesting way. Let the pattern paper do all the work for you. Put a simple greeting on and you are good to go. So that's a look at the finished cards for the March 2025 card kit. I hope this inspires you to check out the kit. And of course, if you are a subscriber, you can add the coordinating dies before your kit ships on the 15th of the month. I made great use of them today. So again, if you are a person who likes to color and do all those cute things, having the dies can be so helpful. You can find links to all of the products I used in today's video in the YouTube description box. I'll also have a blog post detailing all of the cards. I'll be sharing more photos and anything else about the card kit that I think you should know. The Simon Says Stamp card kit is such a tremendous value. You get so much in each kit, and it really does encourage you to play, stretch your creativity, and have fun while you're creating. There's no long-term commitment. You can cancel at any time, and you can skip a month that does not speak to your aesthetic. Be sure to check out all the details about the kit, again, over on my blog. If you'd like to see more of this kind of video here on my channel, check out the thumbnail I have right here for the last kit unboxing I did. And as always, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, why not? Come on, join on in. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss the next time I post. And I will see you back here with another card project soon.